Hey. Support District Radio, My Radio Phoenix. Thank you so much for tuning in to Code Red. This is Rita Ree.
I am Honey Rollins.
And we do have Mr. J. Jones in the building with us, giving a little male perspective. Talk to us.
I'm still here.
All right, now.
Keep the conversation level and even.
Yeah. What you saying? We not leveled?
No, I'm just saying, though, if it's too heavy, if it's too estrogen heavy, then you can sway one way. Or if it's too testosterone heavy, you can sway one way.
So we can bring it back for you.
But you don't think that we're biased, do you?
No, not at all.
That's good. So, and that's something that we try to make sure when we are talking and, going into discussions about things that we're not just trying to give it from our perspective and our point of view. It's, we try to put our mindsets in, other places.
We didn't think like a dude anyway, so we can't really we really can't be that biased. Ooh. But the question before we left off, which I wanted your male perspective on, is like, should a woman consult with her man before she cut her hair?
I would say initially the initial feeling is like yes, but I don't know. I think I respect for my fiance. I respect her enough that if that's something that she feels she wants to do to be comfortable, then I'm alright with it. Because I've actually asked her before, did she think about cutting her hair, but she just is not comfortable with. Girl, y'all be weird. Like, my head is too big to cut it
that's
short.
how I feel.
There's a lot of girls. I feel like my head, my face not shaped right for a short haircut. I'm just like,
really, I was self-conscious before cutting my hair because already just when he's talking about, I think like a dude, because I'm really not all prissy or whatever. So people be thinking I'm gay. And, I thought once I cut my hair, people would absolutely just assume off the back, and people do. I mean, still, whatever, that's fine. Yeah, just she butch now, but and that's another thing. There are some men that don't like women with short hair because they feel like it does take away from their femininity. So
I think that's very stupid.
Really, do they think that?
Some men do.
Some men do, though.
There are. I have noticed. I did notice once I did cut my hair. Men have a certain. It's a different response that you get from them.
Is it because like they will grab something like during these when you're in the bedroom? Like, do they want to grab onto something, or is it like I feel like men are more visual.
Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely are.
Men are very visual, so they like always get this vision. Like they want to see you like from the back with hair draping down, touching your booty crack, and like you doing all types of stuff. Like I feel like they want to see that, but every woman doesn't. That's not what women go for.
Right.
They want like some exotic type of stuff, and it's like, dude, what's your nationality? I'm black. I don't do that.
Yeah, I got roots. I've got roots.
I got new growth, and this you gonna tell,
baby. But that's also like when men, you start noticing, are you growing an afro? What you doing? I'm about to get dreads. You're 33. What is about to go on? Like I missed the whole. Do you feel like a man should consult with his woman before he do something like that?
I think so too, because it's the transition.
Yeah.
Like I don't mind if you maybe you should get some faux locks, because those can automatically be long. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to go through that transitional stage where you got these little nubs of things, and it's just like, no, baby, no. Like, that's not a good look. Like, you should definitely consult with me before you think you want to grow your hair out.
Yeah.
To get dreads. Like, no.
So
I
what
don't
if
like
it was
it.
opposite? What if he had dreads? Y'all meet and he has long hair, and he does dreads or braids or however he does it, and then you think he should consult with you before cutting it?
No,
yeah.
I would want you to cut it.
Look, right. I would want you to cut it as well, but I think he still should at least give her a heads up, like, hey, like, I don't know, because there are some women that are attracted to men with dreads.
They are.
Yeah. They find out he got dreads. Like, are you serious right now? But that's
That's your thing. You into dreads?
No. You see how she be trying to
call you out.
She tried to call me out. At least I'm a noted. Mm-hmm.
I think you are actually.
I had a thing for dreads.
Yeah,
I want to say back in life.
She be acting like
no. She be trying to put me on.
Because you be lying. You be lying. It's okay. If that's what you like, that's what you like.
I don't care for it, but I don't be like, oh, like, he got to have dreads. So, no.
It's not a requirement.
Not at all.
But you
no.
Turn it down.
It's definitely
okay.
Is it a turn on for you? If they got long, beautiful, because some dreads are very beautiful. Like our party that we went to last weekend, and those 3 women had those dreads.
Mm-hmm.
Those dreads was on point, and I could not stop looking. I'm like, oh my gosh, where did you must not be from around here. Whoever did your hair must not be from around here. But she was, which is great. But I'm like, some people's dreads are really, really nice.
Yeah.
So that's attraction for you.
Look, that's attraction. I guess you know what? You right. If it's if they're taken care of, she got a
Why we
point.
gotta go through all this?
Because you've been trying to just the way you used it made it sound like I go just for somebody with dreads.
No,
like,
I just asked you, was you attracted to that?
I mean, I might be.
And
I might,
okay.
but are you?
Not really. Like, if you have them and they, together, they kept up, and you're not walking around looking like buckwheat or something. Like, okay, it's fine.
If it's Rasta, you can't do it?
No, probably not.
No Rasta.
No.
No Rasta?
I mean, it just depends on the person, because that may be, some people can get away with it just because of their personality, how they carry themselves. But if you walking around looking, dapper and nice, but your hair is like nappy, like it just throws off the package to me. And it's like, you just scared me for real. And we have to be careful too, because we're black, big black men walking around with crazy hair. People are already intimidated by our skin color, and you walking around with your hair untamed.
They're already intimidated by your hair, period. So it don't even matter how it comes out.
Like,
right.
You shouldn't have to change, or, saying, watch, make sure your haircut is cut and lined up right, just to make somebody else comfortable.
Exactly. You shouldn't, but we do have to be careful, because this is the world that we live in.
Yeah.
Whether we agree or not.
True.
And what we were also saying as as females, should you consult with your man before you go natural?
That's what I was going to ask next. So back to before the big chop. So how would you feel if you wanted to cut your hair, Honey, and your man was like, no?
I would take his opinion into consideration, but if I've already made up my mind on something, I'm probably going to do it.
Yeah.
I'd be like, maybe, if I wasn't going so short, maybe, if I was thinking about going real short where I got a taper in the back or something, I was thinking about that, and then he was like, no, I really don't want you to cut your hair. I would take your opinion into consideration, and maybe I'll get a bob now.
Okay.
There's going to be some chopping. There's still going to be some chopping going on. So I'm taking it into consideration. I'm not going to go totally drastic and get a fade or something now that you want me to keep my hair. I'm taking it into consideration. Maybe we'll do baby steps with this,
Okay.
I'll do a bob, maybe like asymmetric type cut.
I don't know why that's cracking me up. Well, he don't like me having it that short, but maybe I'll get a bob. And then we go transition. Either way, it's got to be
baby
chopped.
steps.
Right.
Yeah, baby steps. I think it's the drastic transition that really messes them up, because it's like, what? And a lot of times that's why they really become attracted. Like initially, I feel like maybe your hair has something to do with the initial attraction, and then they get married, but that was like the icing on the cake. So now the icing on the cake is not there, and now you got to find something else to like really like, and it's like, I don't even look at you the same no more.
That's interesting.
That
happened. What was that episode? It's a show, Survivor's Remorse. LeBron James executive produces it, and it's about this basketball player, made it from Boston, moved his family out to Atlanta. I think he was playing for Atlanta. But his cousin was his manager, and his wife, she was in the shop one day. And she had this long hair, and she was messing around, and some of her friends were like, you should just cut it, you should cut it. And she's like, nah, I'm not going to do it. And she just made this decision, and she went with the big chop, like out of nowhere. And then she comes home, and his reaction, he was so stunned and shocked. But I think out of his love and respect for, who she was, and he knows that she's very smart, very business oriented. She does things, she's very calculated. But she started crying because she was like, what did I do? But he to comfort her, he was like, it looks beautiful. You still, still the same. It's just, we just going to have to adjust.
Right, because really women, when we do cut our hair like that, something drastic has happened somewhere down the line. So, when you make that decision, it is some type of emotion put behind it. So, to just do it on your own and you are with somebody, it is inconsiderate.
Okay. So now as far as the choice to go natural, though,
I feel like, well, it depends on what type of, because I'm natural. It depends on what type of natural you want to go. Like, if you just want to remove your weave and just wear your regular hair, but maybe your regular hair is just like all broken and just raggedy. I feel like you should I mean, it's a conversation. I don't think that, you know, again, your opinion is really going to affect my decision, my ultimate decision.
Okay.
But like, if I want to stop wearing weave, it's just like I'm going to stop wearing weave. Like me, I have nice hair, so I feel like I can do that. But some people cannot. Some people don't have edges. Some people want to take their wigs off, they don't have edges, and it's like, girl, put your wig back on. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's different strokes for different folks, but I feel like it's a conversation. Maybe you can like try it walking around the house without your wig or your weave, and then like maybe if your man likes that, he accepts it, and it's just like, okay, maybe I'm just gonna do this more often. Baby steps. It's all about baby steps. It's a drastic thing. But I did watch a show. I believe it was like a Steve Harvey segment or something. The lady got on there and she was like, you know, I feel like my husband is not really attracted to me as much as he was before because she walking around with this little afro. She done went natural. And he was like, I think it's nice for her, but that's not the preferred look that I prefer for her. You know what I'm saying? I still love you as a wife. I love you to death, but that's not, I don't really like it that much as I did before when you were pressing your hair, maybe wearing weave or whatnot. So it's just like,
that's interesting because I think that's just a strong. I mean, I respect it. I mean, and everybody has their opinion, but like that's your wife, so y'all in it, y'all all the way in it. So
and that's why people
it's
feel
gonna be
like
things that you do that she doesn't like, and you just like, this is just who I am. So I feel like, you know,
take it or leave it.
Yeah, and I think we put that thing out there. A lot of men put that out there. Like, well, this is just me. This is who. And but then if a woman does something, you're like, oh, something got to change. You got to go back to the old way.
Or this why I'm cheating on you, baby, because you ain't got no hair.
Oh,
right. Walking around with this afro, girl. You know, I don't like that.
People be trying to make
looking like a little boy. But
and some people may feel like that. Some people may feel like that, and then they want to make the woman feel all mad and insecure because now her husband isn't that attracted to her as they were before, and it's just like, don't feel bad for making decisions for yourself.
Yeah.
If that man does not appreciate you and your naturalness, and this is who you are, then y'all should, you know, maybe it's a disconnect. So hey.
And what we were discussing a little bit earlier, we were saying that a lot of black men find it hard to really accept when a woman goes natural, as opposed to, and I know a lot of black women that are dating white men, and they're encouraging, like, no, take that wig out, take that weave out, stop putting that crack in your hair. Like, they want that, and it's surprising to them because they're like, well, I thought you like, you know, I thought you liked the weave, the straight hair, the bone straight hair, but
it's something different.
Yeah,
it's something
completely
different. And they're curious, like, how does it even coil like that? Like, you know what I'm saying? How do you get them little tight curls? And then wait, you can straighten it, and then you wet it, and it goes right back.
Yeah,
they're fascinated.
Yeah,
right.
I think as niggas, if I can say that, let me get on it. I think as niggas, you tend to. We tend to, when we get older, most of us anyway, I can't speak for me and myself personally, I like them natural. But I think most cats, they look at chicks with that nappy hair growing up. Mm-hmm. Then when they get older, they like, yeah, put that weave in, that perm on it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see that. I've seen that all my life. I had to watch my grandma run around with that.
you be on them at the dances and stuff. That's when you get their hair done.
But then, on the other end, you know, the less pigmentally challenged people, they grow up on the other end with the straight hairs and the things like this. So when they get older and get to see something different, it's like, hey, I like that. You know what I'm saying? It's interesting.
It's almost like they're fascinated with
it.
Yeah.
No, I like them natural.
You like them natural?
I love them natural.
I like them natural too.
I hate the Barbies.
Yeah, for real. Like I'm way over that. Like I've told my fiance, like, you don't have to, like, you don't have to make your units anymore. Yeah. You don't have to wear your
units.
Yes.
Shut
up. For her, like, she does, because she knows Lonnie got long hair, but sometimes she just wants extra, and I'm just like, but you don't need it though. Yeah. You want to do it, that's cool. Right. But I'm gonna say you don't need it.
No, I'm cool with that. If you want to do it, that's fine. But if you feel like it's needed every day, then we headed down the wrong path already.
What? Because I put that on.
Yeah.
I see the knee-high boots on over there.
I was like, man,
on my dominatrix stuff.
Where's the whip?
I got my whip right here.
I was about to say, oh my God, do you for real?
I was like, wait a second. What's
She was like,
Somebody's been naughty.
Oh my God.
That's too much. That's crazy.
That's too funny. I feel the same way about makeup though.
Yeah.
Like if a girl feel like she needs, for one, feel like she needs makeup every day to be beautiful. Like that's the furthest thing from the truth.
Do you think that's an insecurity, or do you think she just has? Because I think now a lot of women are just starting to have this fascination with makeup.
Yeah.
And I'm not
how to
knocking that.
contour
They can
and
try
all that.
different
So
things,
yeah.
but I think it comes for a lot of insecurity. I think because just this certain look or however they, the makeup will alter or whatever skills they got with it, give them a different look, or whether if they have like bad acne and they just want to cover that up.
But it's so crazy because I was talking to my guy friend about this. He was like, he always showed me a picture of his plethora of women. Like he has a variety. So he was like, man, look at her. She I feel like she pretty, but she just wears too much makeup. And he was like, I told her, like, you need to stop wearing so much makeup. Because you can tell she has, like, bad acne. And he was like, you need to let your pores breathe. And this a dude telling this to a female. And I'm like, did you tell her like that? I'm like, but for real, you can look at, you see her face. Her face is smooth, but you see the rest of her skin. Like, I'm looking at everything. Her skin is, like, blotchy. She just has bad skin overall. Okay. She needs Proactive. And I was like, maybe you should buy her a Proactive kit for like Christmas or something. But the thing about that is, if you start it and you stop it, it can go horrible. If you use it and you really don't need it, it can go horrible. So, but it is really for people who really, really has those, scars on their skin from just pimples all over their body. Some people just have skin like that. But women, you do need to let your skin breathe. You don't put on so much makeup because you're trying to be some type of video vixen or something like this. Like, you're pretty. If you feel like you need to cake all that stuff on your face, you need to do something to cleanse your skin so you don't even have to go that far, be that drastic with this makeup thing. And I get it. Makeup is nice. It's an enhancement. It shouldn't be a whole... necessity. But this is the thing. It shouldn't be... You shouldn't look like a totally different person without your makeup. That's my thing. It's an enhancement. It should be like a filter tactic. Like, when you put on makeup, it's a filter. Your skin is smooth, certain things is popping, but if you take it off, to you. Right, you gotta glow to it, but without it, you look like
you done crawled out of coffin.
I don't even know you. Who are you? People wake up and they think they get robbed or somebody. Something like that.
Looking like you done tiptoed out of coffin. Looking all dead. No, but there really are women be like, oh my God, she don't got on her makeup today and she looks dead. She look like a corpse. Yeah. And that's scary.
And I'm new to makeup. I just started liking it. This is the thing, like, I like my stuff to look natural. Even when I wear my weave, I like it to look like it's mine. Like, you only know it's weave if you know weave. Like, there's other cosmetologists, hairdresser or weave, people who just good in weave. Like, they know how to spot weave. That's the only way you're gonna know it's weave. But if you just a random person looking, you probably not gonna know it's not my real hair. You don't know if I have on makeup or not, like, cause it's just a finish. I feel like it's kind of. I look airbrushed right now. I don't like to be drastic, and people are always like, I always wear lashes. People don't even think I got fake lashes on. I don't want nothing so dramatic, looking like a drag queen or something. I just want it to be graceful.
Looking like you about to take flight.
Looking like you about to fly away. You about to jump up there with the pigeons and stuff. You about to take flight.
Too funny. I know some girls that be wearing they wear them too, like, they've worn them too long or something like that. I be like,
and they be flopping over. Yeah. And you be like, exactly what's going on with you? Like, girl, and that makes you blink faster. And you just looking at them
like,
I'm
trying
so
to blink for them.
Read it.
Right. Straight, like,
oh my gosh, wait, read it. So you see somebody with messed up lashes and you start blinking fast?
Girl, yes I do. I be like, oh my God, what's going on? Oh, I can't stop. Should I tell her to fix it? No.
Should I tell her?
Oh no.
Girl, I was like, your eyelash hanging on the side right there.
I'm like, don't you feel that?
It's this one girl, I see her online all the time on Snapchat, on Facebook. She dressed nice, she looked nice or whatever, but her lashes and her brows be looking like she took the permanent marker and just went in on her eyebrows. They just extra dark, and then her eyelashes is dark and thick, and it's just like they really look like you took some weave extensions and glued them on. Like, come on, girl. And then why don't your friends tell you?
Right.
These friends need to be held accountable just as much as these people walking around looking crazy
for them eyebrows You know, the eyebrows looking like they finna touch.
Let me tell y'all about this story. This girl was wearing like a birthday outfit, and y'all know they have like see-through birthday outfits, and her nipple was like out, like her whole nipple was out, and she all in the camera and stuff. I'm like, you supposed to wear like pasties or something like so your nipple won't be out, like. And I messaged her. I'm like, you know your whole nipple out, right? Or did you want it to be like that? This girl was like, yeah, she wanted it to be like.
Shut up,
girl. I'm like, are you okay? You know. All right, my bad.
That's what she wanted.
You won.
I thought I was trying to help you, but girl, you wanted to be walking around with your whole boob out, your whole nipple showing. Come on, we have to have more class about ourselves. Come on, bruh.
Come on, bruh.
What is really going on? So we're going to go ahead and take a break. We're going to get into some music. I need to get some water or something.
You a little parched?
Just a little bit.
Feel like you've been
I'm coming over a cold, so you know how I go. All right, this is the 4 District Radio.
My Radio Phoenix.
Can I have a guest come in today?
No, sir. No,
I'm gonna open the door and just show them the board real quick.
Okay.
What other announcements? So this party, the Kid Ink show, King David James is on that one too.
So did all y'all study broadcasting?
No, I didn't.
Actually, in high school, I was in the media academy.
You turn it down.
Maybe. Support District Radio, My Radio Phoenix. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. This is Rita Ree.
This is Honey Rollins.
Yes, and before we left off, we were talking about the things you are not willing to do for your boyfriend that you would do with your husband. And, honey, what were you saying that there was something as far as bank accounts, you're not willing to do that?
Well, first off, I want to state that every woman or every relationship is going to have their own standard and whatnot. So everybody's is not going to be on the same page. Because some people are already doing stuff that they I typically wouldn't do for my boyfriend. But yes, I don't think that I should have a shared bank account with you as far as like you have access to my money. Now, there is a difference for you to like we can get a joint account for bill purposes, you know what I'm saying? You put your half or your portion or whatever amount you contribute into the house, to the household or something like that, if we're staying together. Because I don't another one, I don't think that we should be living together. Like now that I'm where I'm at, I've done it before. I've stayed with guys before. Guys have stayed with me, but I don't think that I would do it again.
You wouldn't do it again?
I don't think that I would. You can come over as much as you like. You know, I can come over. I should be able to come over your house as much as I want, but like actually moving in together, maybe getting a spot together. It does depend on the circumstance, because maybe, you know, what if your boyfriend just lost his job or something? Would you let him come over and stay with you?
Ooh.
No?
Look, I'm like, no. If he lost his job?
Yeah.
Meaning he lost his place too?
I mean, maybe he didn't lose his place yet, but he lost his job and he really didn't find one at time. He's back on rent. Maybe he got evicted. You know, the worst case scenario.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, but we don't want to make this a permanent situation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can come and get yourself together. You still have to contribute. You know what I'm saying? Give a little bit. Like, if you're searching for a job, you know, and you don't have employment yet, you need to be trying. When I come home, I feel like there should be a meal or some type of food on the stove, or, you know, presented to me. I don't want to, like, if you're here and you're really not supposed to be, I feel like you should definitely contribute into stuff that's going on in the household. Like, I shouldn't have to come home and still do the same stuff that I would do if you weren't here. You were here all day. Why didn't you do anything? So then that's where I would have a problem, because it's like, okay, you was just chilling, like, okay, but you don't have time to just be chilling.
Right. Then that makes me dislike you in a certain sense.
I'm irritated.
Right.
I'm annoyed by you, and I can't wait until you get up out of here. Now I'm contemplating if I even want to be with you or not.
Because I don't like you.
Yeah.
It makes me not like you.
It's like, why are you here?
Taking up space. Then you get pissed for no reason.
Yeah, because you know I get irritated easily. Like, it's like, come on, bro. I just came in the house, just like on that show Insecure. You ain't got no job. You said you was working on your resume or working on your business plan or whatever. That's cool. You should definitely be doing that. But in this scenario, it was her birthday and they were supposed to go out.
Right.
So it's like, okay, y'all supposed to go out, and then I come in and you sitting on the couch, the same place where I left you.
Oh, that would send me through the roof.
Girl, I would be so pissed.
And it's my birthday. That's the kicker, though.
And I've said this before. Then it's the little things that's going to be making the biggest statement.
Right. It adds up to where if you should speak on it before things just keep adding up, the little things, because you like a ticking time bomb at that point. Mm-hmm. And don't nobody want to be at that stage in a relationship.
So mine was shared bank account or access to my money. I don't think so. Living with somebody, I don't think that I would do that again unless we were maybe engaged. But as far as like the boyfriend girlfriend thing, it depends on the circumstance, the circumstance or the situation. It does depend on that. I don't want to just totally exit off because I've done it before, so I don't want to just totally close it out. But what else would be one for you?
I want to say I agree with the first two that you said, but also, and it's hard to really kind of say this, and a lot of people had mentioned this, reserving yourself, like kind of reserving some things that you do sexually, like not pulling all the tricks out the bag.
Yeah, I remember because we posted this on Facebook and we did get a couple responses, and my auntie said that she was like, "I'll just have regular sex." And then like once we get married, that's when I pull it out. And I can understand that, but what if you just enjoy sex, every aspect of it?
Right.
What are you then supposed to do? Like, and I think I said this before, like, I got these tricks in my back pocket. You not my husband, you really ain't my dude for real. And you know, we have a consistent thing going on here, but I really want to pull out these tricks because I need to make sure I still got it.
Right.
I need to make sure I still got it. And it's like, you don't do that to everybody. So, I can understand that. And you don't want to make it only sexual, but it's really, most of it is sexual things, I would say, because if you think about it, if you are in if you have a religious background, we're not supposed to be having sex before marriage anyway. Right. And I feel like that was put into place, or that's something that they, Christianity feel like it should be followed, because I feel like it's a way that you get to know each other in the building and how you deal with each other. Right. And then you don't have anything to compare it to. So if I've never had sex before and you've never had sex before, we get married, you can't say that you don't like my sex, because what are you comparing it to? Mm-hmm. So I understand that whole aspect to it, and it's a spiritual transaction and all that. But my one friend said, well, like, how are you supposed to, how it's like, you working in the medical field, being a nurse, how you just supposed to jump in a situation without any practice, any experience? And I'm like, I get that aspect, but I feel like it's a little bit different.
You can't use that. You can't use that.
Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying, but I feel like it's a little bit different. This is not something, that's something that saves people's lives, and, you got to come to rescue a person, you got to draw blood and stuff like this. Like, that's different.
That's different, yeah.
But I do understand, how are you supposed to have these wifely duties? Or how are you supposed to know how to treat your husband if you don't display certain actions? How is the husband supposed to know, or how is the boyfriend supposed to know that you have these wifely duties if you don't, like, give him a little sample here and there?
But where do you feel like you should start doing that? At what point you should do that, but at the same time? Because, like you say, you don't want to treat a boyfriend like he's your husband, but shouldn't that be the goal of dating?
I think it should. And I think some people just do it just to do it and see where it goes. Which... we all have an ultimate goal. We're gonna, get to know each other. We're friends. We're cool. and then you gain that comfortability that you then want to make it official as far as y'all being together item. And then we go to marriage. What's the point of being in a relationship if your ultimate goal is not marriage? Are we just wasting time? What you think, Mel?
I know I was waiting for you to go ahead to jump in.
Let me think. I was going to let y'all. For me, I would think that I can understand why some women want to hold back some things from their boyfriend that they would do for their husband. Because it makes sense, the whole analogy of not giving away the cow. Why would he buy the cow if he can get the milk for free?
Right.
It makes sense because he might not appreciate it, as much as a husband will, or just because he's just getting it. Just like, and you see different things, and it's simple stuff for some people, from cooking 3, 4, 5 times a night or a week, and making his plate. Some husbands do that, but some boyfriends get that, and they're like, well, that's just what my girl do. Like, that's just what she do. Like, if she don't do that, then we won't be in the situation. And then some women, they waited to do it for their husband because they feel like they're gonna respect it more because it's a deeper commitment, and it's more, should be a long term lifetime thing when you make that commitment. But things go wrong, you make a mistake, you might have to get a divorce and do it again. Don't just stop if you do make a mistake. That's the key.
Right.
Don't be out here single forever because one bad relationship or one bad marriage.
All bitter and
please
don't
bitter.
Don't
be that lady. But I think as a man, for me, like, I do feel like there's certain things that I would do for my wife that I wouldn't do for a girlfriend. Like, as far as, like, we talked about, like, living together. I remember having a girlfriend before, and she wanted to just move in with me because I had my own spot. This when I first came out here, and I was independent, like I had to. Got my own spot, and she was staying with her mom. She was a couple years older than me, like 3 years older than me, but she had been living with her mom her life. And she would, had a routine. She paid her bills and did a few, but she would shop and do these things, stuff she liked to do. But it was only the convenience because she didn't have bills or didn't have rent and certain things. So for me, I'm like, I gotta worry about these things. And she's like, oh, well, I can just move in with you. No, you can't.
Why would you think that?
Because for me, I'm like, I don't know if you can take care of home. Like, you have to take care of your room.
But how do you know if she's not there though? If you don't allow her to make the step or give the effort, like,
because I was around all the time. I would be at her. I would hang out with her at her mom's house. It's the only place we can hang out. She didn't have her own spot,
right.
So I'd be at her mom's house. So her mom would have to tell her to, like, make sure she remember to do the dishes or do certain things or clean up certain stuff. And it's stuff that she would do because she's working and running around. But like, she made sure her room, like, you only have this square box to clean your room, and sure your bed is made up. Make sure you ain't leaving food around and stuff. But she didn't have to manage the whole house.
Right.
So I'm just like, if I don't know you can take care of that, then how, or even your own, because she's not going to automatically go into her own home. Some people don't, but you don't have your own spot, paying your own bills, responsibility, sacrificing here and there to do this and keep your stuff right. I don't know if you're able to do that.
Right. That speaks volumes.
Yeah, it does.
And it's stuff that, that's things you do have to pay attention to.
Yeah.
Like, okay, you living with your parents, but what brought you to this place? So you just been there the whole time.
Yeah, they could be living with their parents, and
you got 4 or 5 evictions, but
man,
yeah, you do have to pay attention to that. And then when it goes to, like, even renting an apartment together, next thing you know, you left with the whole rent. Like, come on, you went and bought those Jordans, you went and bought these chains or these clothes or whatever, but then you realize we got bills to pay. And
do the same time,
right,
every month.
And you don't really care about your credit or your leasing track record or whatnot. You have to be careful who you sign these leases with too.
Yep.
Cause girl,
I kill you. Right. I kill you.
But then it comes to little stuff like practical stuff. I mean, what people take it for granted. Like, I don't know, it could be something as far as like fixing somebody's plate, or I don't know, because a lot of things is like people, like, they cooking, so like you here when I was cooking, so I wasn't cooking for you. You was here, so you can eat if you're hungry, but I didn't cook specifically for you. But I think a lot of women say that, but then I think if it was their husband, they would probably be like, what do you want to eat? Some may do that.
They only gonna cook because they have a man, and they want to make sure that he's well fed when he get off work.
That's smart.
And some people don't, and they really, when you have a husband, maybe it's a newlywed couple or whatever, and they really haven't picked up on the gist, like, baby, you don't feed me none of the time. But sometimes when you get into these situations, the man already knows she's not a cooker. You know, she's going to eat out, and he takes on the responsibility to, you know, do the cooking and things like that. But some men really don't care because they can't cook either. They really, you know, they rather eat out, and we're not going to go through any of that. So to each his own, but a lot of women do not cook. Like, even when y'all dating, it's like, you come over my house, and it's like, what's to eat? Nothing. I didn't cook, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not really hungry, or I just grab something. Like, I don't have that responsibility to feed you. Like, that's not my role for real.
Yeah.
Just out of the blue, you come over. I didn't really, I mean, you just call me like, you at home? I'm like, yeah. Okay, I'm coming over. And then you like, what's to eat? Did you say you were hungry, or what you cooking before you was over? Like, if I didn't plan on cooking, I didn't know you were coming over. Like, it just happened to, you just happened to say I'm coming over. I'm like, okay, cool.
But now that you know I'm coming over,
there's some noodles in your cabinet. I didn't know you were hungry.
So I can find something, but you know me, like, sometimes I don't even got groceries to be coming up.
She be working too hard.
You know, I be at work all day. I didn't get a chance to go to the grocery store. You hungry? Okay, we can then go. But don't just come all in my house looking for something to eat and then get mad because there's nothing to eat. Like, well, if you would have told me, you know, before, if I talked to you earlier in the day, like, I'm gonna come over there after work. Okay, I'm gonna go to the store after I get off work so then I can prepare some food because I know you're gonna be hungry in that case. But if I'm just at home chilling and you like, you know, you at home, I'm about to leave the gym, I'm about to come over. I'm like, yeah, I'm here to watch a movie. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
So what about for y'all, just the other thing? So like, what about if a man is talking about what you're wearing when you're going out? Like, why are you wearing that? That dress might be a little too.
I don't really like that.
So if a boyfriend did that versus a husband, would it be a difference?
Yes, yeah. I think it would. It would very much be a difference. Because, like, when you get into this relationship thing, it's like, I came out with my boobs. I'm not, like, we together, but, I've been doing this.
Yeah.
And we're, we file taxes singly or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I hear what you're saying, but your opinion really doesn't matter.
Okay.
And you liked it before, what's the problem now? But when you my husband, it's like, I can understand you don't want your wife out here looking crazy. Or not crazy, but just showing the world all her goodies and stuff. But then it's like, do you have room to speak? Because this is how I dress from jump.
And y'all still.
I can cover it. I take my man's perspective into consideration. Okay. I will. But if I already had this dress and it was short, I wear short dresses all the time, you just all of a sudden you got something to say, like, you trying to be funny. This is my birthday outfit. I'm trying to be cute. Like,
can't mess with that birthday.
You trying to rain on my parade for real. Like, I feel like you being real negative right now. I don't appreciate that. You being real negative. This is my birthday outfit, and I always wear little short stuff. My butt ain't hanging out.
Yeah. I
remember this one guy was like, bend over for me. Let me see if you bend over, what's going to be happening. I'm like, first of all, I'm not going to be bending over. Well, if you be dancing, I don't dance. I'm strictly here to sit at the bar. Like, I might get up and do a two-step or something. But, I'm not out here being reckless. I'm not bending over.
She ain't twerking.
I'm not twerking. I'm not doing any of that. So, like, chill out.
Okay. Rita, what about you? Just like, this outfit needs to switch up. You need to.
If we're not married, who are you? It's not okay. Let me take that back. Who are you? That did sound real disrespectful. But it's like you don't have that role to really try to check me to that extent.
Okay.
So, and like she was saying, if you know how I operate, I'm not out trying to pick nobody up.
Okay.
Or, what I'm saying? I'm not going to bring nobody home or nothing like that. So, are you intimidated or are you insecure?
You feeling some type of way.
Right.
And it's 9 times out of 10. 9 times out of 10, they're feeling some type of way because you must be lacking something that you're supposed to be doing, and you think somebody else is going to be appreciative of all this that I got to give. Just a different perspective. I don't really like.
That could be a part of it.
Yeah, I don't really like you. You intimidated. You know that I'm a good woman. I look good, and I'm out here. It could maybe send the wrong message. I can understand that perspective, and you, a guy, you know how other men think. Okay, you can throw that out there. That's cool or whatever. But if I've been doing this, stop it. You being funny right now. You just trying to run my parade.
And thinking about it, it's a show that we all know and love. Insecure. when she was going out, and he was like, where you going? She's going for the friend's birthday. Mm-hmm. Like, we noticed that. Like, if you normally, the routine is work, hang out on the weekends, sweat, work clothes. Dress up when y'all go out. But then if she's going out and dressing, you not, like, well, where you going?
Where you going?
Because we'll remember that you was saying something about somebody's birthday or celebration of a new position, some happy hour, but we don't really be listening all the time.
Well, that's our fault.
But as soon as we see the outfit, we like, what's going on?
Right.
I remember you said something, but refresh my memory.
So now, is that a husband or boyfriend accepted thing? Because the boyfriend, on that situation, there was boyfriend and girlfriend. Mm-hmm. They was living together, and he's like, where you going?
Oh, I think that's a man trying to pull rank for real. It's just you want to make sure you got that dominance. Is she gonna listen to me if I tell her to change?
We do have to sometimes put our foot down.
Right.
Is that a problem?
I'll stroke your ego a little bit.
I might let you win certain battles.
Certain battles, but sometimes I'm be like, come on, man.
Okay. I think it's give and take on both sides. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you gotta see her and be like, where you going? Okay, all right. But then, so where you going? Okay, cool. What time you gonna be back? Uh-oh.
See, this is the thing with me. I had a past, and I used to do stuff like that.
Okay.
I didn't like people asking me questions like, where you going? How long you gonna be there? Because I feel like you're trying to set something up. You're trying to be sneaky, and you're not sneaky. Don't do that.
I'm sneaky.
Can't out slick and slick.
You can't. You know what I'm saying? So it's a trigger for me, and a lot of people don't understand. Like, and I grew up around men, dudes, or whatever, and my uncles that I've been around. It's like I see chicks over the house when I pull up. Mm-hmm. Chicks that I've never seen before. I know his girl calling him right now, and he's like, "Oh yeah, baby, come through." The girl she leaving right now. Mm. So I done watch one chick leave, and your real chick pull right up.
Mm. Okay.
And on a phone conversation, he like, "Okay, where you at? How long you gonna be?" Oh, but he been trying to be sick. Like, "Oh, is you gonna stop at the drive-thru real quick and grab some blunt?" You know what I'm saying? Yep. Trying to give enough time, trying to get that gap. That's why when I feel some type of way when dudes like, okay, well, call me when you on the way. Call me when you outside. Like, no, I'm not calling you. You already know I'm on my way because I already told you I was coming.
What are you trying to prepare?
Call me when you at the gate.
Yeah, what you trying to prepare? You trying to prepare an exit, and I ain't got time for that. It's a trigger for me, so that's why I like my radar go off. I be like, oh no, you want some slick stuff. So
everybody ain't out to get you.
I know. I really know and understand that, but it is a trigger for me.
I respect
it. It is a trigger for me. So I'm gonna call you when I'm on my way, but I'm already had left 10 minutes ago. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna say pulling up when I'm parked.
Right.
That's what I do. Just to give you that time.
I'm gonna say pulling
y'all
up.
Watch the window, the shadows.
I done sat out there for a minute,
Oh my god!
Because I gotta pay attention to where I'm parking. I don't know what you got going on. Somebody might be looking at who's pulling up to see you.
I don't want nobody keeping track of me like that. Like, okay, well, he said he was leaving the gym, so he gonna be pulling up in 20 minutes. This dude, I know it take 20 minutes to get from the gym. Like, no, we ain't doing none of that.
Oh yeah, don't be that female. Or that man that's checking mileage. 7 miles from here to the gym. Your odometer say 9 miles. Where'd you go?
And I remember, listen, y'all, it's this story I had this boyfriend, and he was like, my regular routine is to go from work to home. I do that all the time. So his aunt had died or something, and I made a stop to the CVS before I came home. But he like calling me. Because, I be in the house at say I get off at 30 and I'm home by 45, 50. Okay. It's now, the next hour. It took me 30, 45 minutes or so. And that's because I'm on the phone. I'm trying to look at a car. I ain't really focused. And, I'm BSing for real. But I'm trying to do a nice gesture. So I understand what if you're trying to prepare something. He calling me. He all absurd and stuff. And he like, what you was doing all insecure? Like, and I'm like, come on, bro. I was like, I went to go get you a car, like, and some wine, like, I'm trying to make stuff better, and you over here bugging out, tripping.
Yeah.
So don't be caught, like, if you want to keep tabs, just keep note in your head. Just be like, okay, she 15 minutes, and she usually okay right now. Maybe she stopped to get some gas. maybe she wanted to grab
me
a
the
bottle
benefit
of wine.
of the doubt. Because if you start flipping out and stuff like that, that kind of lets me know you kind of off your rocker. You don't got all your, you know,
And
marbles
now
in the
I'm
bowl.
scared.
Right, now I'm scared. Now, it is a red flag because it's something as minuscule as me not coming within a certain window that you expected me to, and you blow up, you go. Who's to say what you gonna do if I really piss you off?
Don't be keeping track of me like that.
Just don't
and I'm
do it.
not. And then it's like I said, it's the approach on how you do stuff too. It's like, okay, where you about to go now? Where you think you about to go?
Right.
Who you talking to? Now I'm automatically on the defense. Like, oh, I'm definitely not answering your questions. Don't text me like back to back. Where you at? What you doing? You see me texting you? Then you just sent all this in one text message. Like, what's going on?
Oh.
So,
I drove up here because I was calling and y'all wasn't responding to me.
Oh, on Messenger? I ain't
Yeah, I
check
was
Messenger
really
in like
into
a
the
day and a half.
conversation. I'm jealous
sorry.
because I was really trying to put opinions in.
Hey.
I'm sorry, listeners, but I was mad. I had to come in and crash.
We sorry, ladies and gentlemen. We have Mr. Archie Lee in
What's
the
up, Code
building.
Red? I'm
I
so
can't stand
excited.
Archie.
I haven't been here since y'all started.
Did Archie just walk in here with glasses with no lenses?
That's because somebody stole my real one.
I
So
wanna
I got
slap
And you know, I was staring hard. I was like,
I want to slap the
I
really
don't
think
think
that
that's
you
free.
serious
Somebody
right
stole them.
well, you shouldn't be wearing them. It ain't like they doing something.
So this was I was going like, I'm just gonna wear these to my because everybody be like, where your glasses? Got here. Shit, they right here.
But if they not doing no justice for you,
It does justice because I can see.
I hate you.
Cold red.
with no lips.
Archie, is this my spit or yours? There's spit on
I'm
my.
looking this way.
I think it's yours. There's spit on my camera screen.
Well,
I'm not even over there.
choose your mouth.
By the way, guess what? Let y'all know that was a good topic though.
Thank you.
I was listening,
Thank you, honey.
but you don't let nobody move in unless you really know it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Unless you really know it's the next step.
Y'all really about to get
Because
married.
if you break up, it's gonna be a bad thing. This is my house. I pay rent. No, my name on lease too. Then it's a big argument.
And then you got situations where it's like, oh, we not together, but I still stay with my girl. I mean, my ex.
That's actually the next topic, as
Yes,
a matter
it
of
is.
fact. We're going to go ahead and get to some music real quick. Thank you so much for tuning in to Code Red on Support District Radio, My Radio Phoenix.
Dude, I had so many people that tell me last night. So I was gonna leave.
Okay.
I'm glad you stayed. And I was watching when you said the corporate America.
You want to say?
Like 9 people from the job when I walked in.